Humbled after a string of failures following the Great Refusal, Clan Goliath Scorpion used its connection to Clan Snow Raven to gain important resources and inputs. These allowed them to jumpstart their own ProtoMech program and create a new galaxy dedicated to their holy seeker tradition. This led to the introduction of the heavy Triton ProtoMech, a unit designed to efficiently complement those solitary warriors dedicated to carrying on the Seeker mandate. The Triton, introduced in 3067 by Clan Goliath Scorpion, is a ProtoMech designed exclusively as a support unit for individual Scorpion Seeker MechWarriors. They were originally only deployed within G-Galaxy to follow this intent, but later their use was extended to second-line units. The Triton is uniquely designed for extended raiding or reconnaissance missions alongside Scorpion Seekers, being only deployed in small points. Protected by almost 2 tons of armor, the basic hull of a Triton can keep pace with most Scorpion Seeker MechWarriors with little outside assistance, using the ample ground speed and full 4 jump jets. The bulk of the Triton's firepower is an efficient Streak SRM-4 with enough ammunition for 10 volleys. Unlike many other missile-carrying protomechs, the Triton's Streak system makes every missile count. It also carries a torso-mounted ER microlaser if it runs out of ammunition. This is very useful for a Goliath Scorpion Seeker, as they may be far away from Goliath Scorpion resources for a long time. First, Clan Goliath Scorpion included the Triton only in the new G-Galaxy. During the last transmitted briefings from the Lotera outpost, it was revealed that the Goliath Scorpions had allowed elemental units in second-line forces to conduct trials for frontline positions. Those that successfully tested out of less prestigious units are being replaced by points of Tritons. This has led to much friction between the two groups, as the ProtoMech pilots are feeling denigrated and humiliated for being placed below Solama warriors. Variants. The Triton II, introduced in 3067, is a fire support variant with improved range, but this variant can also be adapted for various roles and tactics. Its generous LRM-3 launcher carries 12 rounds, making it effective for long-range engagements, while a pair of ER microlasers and an ER small laser allow it to go into close-quarter fighting. The Triton III, introduced in 3069, is a heavy laser variant of a Triton. It replaces the Streak and ER microlaser of the standard model with a single heavy medium laser. It provides substantial armor penetration capability, making it an excellent choice for targeting tougher or slower enemies. Triton IV. The Triton IV, introduced in 3069, carries a single ER microlaser in the torso and a heavy small laser in each arm. This configuration sacrifices range and accuracy in favor of speed. It is also most effective against the heaviest and slowest enemies. Notable pilots. 7 Deadly Sins. Unrelated to the rogue Fatcom development team, turned Solaris stable in the mid-50s, this group of 7 Deadly Sins is a unit of Triton ProtoMechs made bondsmen by the Erdani Light Horse during the initial series of trials of possession for the unit stationed at Lotera. Not having any other ProtoMechs within their ranks, Colonel Barclay has grouped the 7 pilots into a single augmented point. Though wary of their comrades and their barbaric ways, the 7 Sins have remained appreciative of the unit's efforts to accommodate them, both in terms of time allowed in the cockpit and in trials declared to procure the proper drugs to sustain them. More importantly, they believe they have been treated with the same respect as any other clan bondsman within the Light Horse ranks, be it Mechwarrior, airspace pilot, or elemental. In recognition of these efforts and overtures, the group has fanatically briefed and trained the Light Horse soldiers in the ways of a superior protomech forces, appearing within the ranks of the various clans, and how to deal with them effectively, using both simulator and live-fire training exercises. They have also claimed that even though they retain their clan-like ways and beliefs, they would rather fall in combat than return to their clan's ranks, because they would be forced into Solama units. The Triton is one of a few exclusive protomechs manufactured solely by Clan Goliath Scorpion. The grand majority of protomechs eventually found its way beyond their manufacturing clan, bringing in new variants or new methods of using them. The Triton, though, is exclusive for Clan Goliath Scorpion. To see them elsewhere is always the result of salvage or isola. The base model bears comparing to the Hydra. Ground speed remains the same, while the SRM-3 gets upgraded to an SRM-4. Anti-infantry firepower is reduced after the micro-pulse laser is swapped for an ER micro, but the most obvious changes, made possible thanks to a much heavier chassis, were the increased mobility brought by the jump jets and the vastly improved toughness of the Triton. What we have here is an assault protomech, but one that is able to take even more punishment and function within broken or difficult terrain. The Triton is excellent at its proposed role, supporting individual mechs, offering exceptional firepower and toughness for support missions, and it remained in use within the Scorpion Imperio for some time. However, when the Scorpion Empire decided to abandon all protomechs, the Triton also ended its service.